Welcome to another fantabulous and furry episode of Good Dawning with me, your host. My name is Josh. Used to be also known as Mr. Floyd, but Mr. Floyd's being integrated right now, so he's out to lunch. So welcome to Good Dawning with Josh. That's me and family. That's you. And welcome, guys. Grateful to have you all here. Welcome to a Saturn Day edition. We were supposed to have Angela live, but Angela is priorly disposed with her universe and is not able to be here. It does not mean we won't have her again on, or even maybe this week outside of Saturday. But unfortunately, guys, and thankfully, though, she's okay. All is well. Just got a living universe, and things are taking precedent over being on Good Dawning. So we understand. We are grateful to Angela. We love Angela, and fantastic. We got an awesome email as well from Grace, and Grace met with Trina Phoenix. If you know who Trina Phoenix is, wow. Met her on. Used to watch R. Wayne Steiger, and don't watch R. Wayne Steiger anymore because I just don't want. I'm not sitting here thinking I just don't want to be in a dark space. But she is an amazing, beautiful ball of light, and. So if you don't know who Trina Phoenix is, check her out. But I got an email from Grace that a picture of her with Trina, and it's warmed my day. And if you don't see the energy between the two, wow, so amazing. So yeah, she'll be in Australia over the winter. So we may not see as much Grace, but Grace will be with us inside our hearts, right? But yeah, so she will be with. I feel like today is full of spontaneous energy. Right? So let's do something spontaneous, right? Everybody get up and dance. No, just kidding, right? What's spontaneous? So, but yeah, exactly. So there you go. But Lakeside, Laura, Garnet, Amanda, welcome, guys. Grateful for all of us here. Lovely Lindsay, who had an amazing, hope you had an amazing birthday there. And a favor to your lovely universe, Lindsay. Lakeside, we love you. And chill. I hope you're chilling by the not in the morning, I would doubt, but chilling by the fire in the dawning. But either way, I feel that fresh. We'll go say fresh energy, right? Is it fresh, new, and exciting? Is it so inviting to me? Every time I hear something, I always make an '80s song reference. But all right, so since we do not have Angela, which is all right, we have Angela in our spirit, and maybe I will make some more shorts of angelic Angela. But yeah, so on this channel, she's angelic Angela. So yeah, but she will be with us in the not too distant future, and maybe this week. Speaking of this week, I am waiting for a callback on a position job, right? That I've already filled out everything for. So we will see what happens. Monday right now is, but then so is everybody's life is, right? We don't know what's going to happen, right? Monday you could hit the lottery, and then I could hit the lottery and be like, all right, good dawning from a yacht, right? We don't have no idea about anything, right? No, that wouldn't be in the yacht, but. Good dawning from the beach, right? There we go. All right, everybody, close your eyes and manifest. Josh is doing good dawning from a beach. Let's do it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good dawning from a beach. There we go. He's in his hammock. We're swinging along. Good dawning. There you go. All right, come on, guys. Be with me here. All right, after being cold as, whoa, cold last night. It was like 30 something, 32 degrees out in the rocks are red, but, in the wind, but, gratefully at this point they're just like, get in your car, we're not worried so much, just stay warm. So grateful. But yeah, so if you want to help manifest good dawning from a beach, just close your eyes. Let's take a moment here and see Josh broadcasting from nice and warm. X Gamer, good dawning, welcome, nice to see you there. Welcome everybody who's here, seriously. Grateful. I take none of this for granted, and am grateful for each and every one. Shelly, beach time sunrise. There we go. As at some point, but we will do. You'll see. You'll see. Damn it. Okay, so let's cut up some. Let's mess with Isis here, and Isis messes with us, right? So I have yet to, but I did get colored pencils, and I still have an intention to do so. Maybe today. Create a better Ankh than this stick figure Ankh. There we go, Mr. Stick Figure Ankh, and do that exercise, right? Drawing and putting my intentions of what I want to shift inside the belly of the Ankh there. So, but we do have the colored pencils from the Chinese or the Japanese store, so that we got the other day. So, just a matter of finding the timing. Maybe this afternoon, just dawning before I go to work tonight in downtown Denver. Do you want him back, Josh? I felt robot. Who's him? I get it. Millie, you don't have time. Who is him? Do I want him back? I felt robot spam. Who's him? Millie, I don't have time for this. Ha ha ha. What's the robot spam and who are we talking about here? Oh, him back. No. Not at all. Oh, that guy. No. If he's robot X gamer. No, here, let's do this. We'll take care of all that jazz. Community moderation. Live chat on participation mode. Subscribers. You got sub for a minute. I'm gonna make you like sub forever, but there you go. So we'll take your X gamer. Yeah, X gamer is gone, right? So it's fine. I trust you guys in that aspect. Oh, that's what that was. There we go. All right, so let's see what we get from ISIS this dawning. Welcome, all 30 of us. Hopefully, we have some good intentions for the weekend. We're going to work with the I am today, and because you are, and the more I use the I am, the more I'm feeling more straight spine and aligned, right? There you go. We're going to use that term. Straight spine, all aligned, right? So yeah, you what I mean by straight spine is when you feel more aligned, you stand more, you walk more in your chest, right? You're walking with your, not like ego-y, but you just stand more straight up, right? When you have those moments where you like are walking like you and Source, or like jive walking down the, like Saturday Night Fever, right? You're walking, I'm old school, leave me alone. So like Saturday Night Fever, right? You're walking down the street with the energy, right? Yeah, when you got the, when you know you're walking at Source, yeah, you don't stand, you're not looking down, you're not slouched, you're like, hang on, guys. What's going on with my... There we go. Microphone. Let's see if this is going to be clear here. My clip's starting to die. We can get a new clip. There we go. All right. We seem to be working. So, hopefully. But, hang on. Confirm. There we go. We should be working. Hopefully, we'll find out. If we're not working, then I will know and get a new clip on Amazon. It's not a big deal. So yeah, if you ever do buy the DJI mic kit, here I'll show you. There's a clip that, and I will recommend it to anybody, but there's a clip that goes into the USB-C that slides into this back panel here. Make sure it says confirm, right? Confirm. Now we should be testing. Can you hear this? Testing, our Earth, tune in Tokyo, right there. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, so if as you're walking around in Source, you stand in your frame, right? So you're standing up, you straight back, and you're not slouchy, and you kind of like, because you know you're covered, right? You know who you are, and so yeah, it's that kind of energy. But tech issues all around. Awesome Monday. Wake up every 1.5 to. Wow, if Trista's waking up every favor, do you get any REM sleep there, my beautiful soul? Or is that are you getting any REM sleep there, Trista? If you're waking up every 1.5 to 3 hours, because like a REM cycle is like what, 3 hours? I'm not a sleep expert. I do not know. Do not rely on me for sleep cycle times, right? But favor, do you remember your dreams at first, Trista? Yeah, do you? And I don't, but that's always for years. Wow. So yeah, it's amazing how the body adapts. But yeah, there are a lot of us here, as it comes through here, who don't get a lot of REM. We're not talking about like what's the frequency, Kenneth, but like REM sleep, right? We're all shiny, happy people. But exactly. But are you getting enough rapid eye movement? Not a band from Augusta, Georgia, right? But yeah. So here we go, guys. Let's all right, let's see what we get from Goddess Mother Isis. And we need the book. I always leave the book in the box. What's wrong? All right. So let's see what we get here. And again, I'll post maybe I'll post that picture of just because it's so awesome, right? Of Grace and Trina Phoenix hooking up. If you know Trina Phoenix is, if you don't, I would definitely recommend subscribing to Trina. Trina's an amazing soul. I'm not going to lie. She's a bevy of knowledge and is the combo of the divine feminine and masculine. As far as I've seen, I don't see any. Yeah, she's not leaning one side or the other in her traumas. You're not seeing that. So yeah, she's pretty amazing. Generally, most people are leaning one side or the other in the broken divine feminine or divine masculine. And if you hang around them long enough, you'll be able to see it in their patterns. You see them really quick. All right, so let's take the bottom card, right? Yeah. as the energy for today. Wow. And the top 3 cards as actually just the 1 card for Isis. So let's see what we've got from Goddess Mother Isis. Ooh, Queen of Heaven. I used to live across the church from a church called Mary Queen of Heaven. Yeah, until it closed. But it was cool to have a big Catholic church across the street because they had a big grassy field that I could play in when I was a kid. There we go. I'm going to pin that to the pin message. There we go. We don't want to remove you as a monitor. Not, although we shift any, but no. There we go. Trina Phoenix is pinned to the bottom there. If you don't know her channel, she goes live sporadically, right? Generally in the early afternoon and late dawning on the weekdays when she's wants to do so. And so yeah, check out Trina, and you will see what we're talking about here. This woman is just she's amazing. I tell you no lie. And of course, I don't think Grace would go out of her way to meet her if she wasn't an amazing soul either. So how awesome is that? All right, guys. So let's see what we get from Goddess Mother Isis here. Let's see what we got. Blessings from the Divine Empress of the Skies. There we go. So, all right, ground into that for a moment. And I love how these cards, Elena Fairchild's cards are like overly dramatically drawn in some aspects here, but they're amazing. I won't use any generally. If I'm using an image of Isis, it's got to come from this deck, right? All right, Queen of Heaven. There we go. All right, the Queen of Heaven. Okay, go ahead and read. I will just kidding. All right, it's your job to read it. So here we go. No, all right. The Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now. Hey there. As a man or a woman, you have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom to the world, into the world. There we go. So the Oracle has confirmed the feminine leadership and spiritual authority, whether it's made a male or female body this lifetime. Isis means throne, and her presence and blessings as Divine Empress of the Sky. She offers initiates of the light, men and women. A lot of Cancers are divine feminine, right? We have to be the nurturers. It's just what it is. Great feminine power. Feminine spiritual authority occurs when power is tempered with mercy, wisdom, compassion, and love. It is inspired spiritual leader through the heart and a model of power and authority that is based on empowerment rather than force or control. Isis, Queen of Heaven, calls you to ascend to the throne of feminine leadership within your own being. That may be fulfill your life mission, serve the divine feminine on this planet from a place of inner spiritual authority. Respect my authority as a divine feminine. My authority. Exactly. So you and Cartman there can respect your authority. But yeah, so awesome. So yeah, so even if you're masculine, like myself, I started off as utterly destroyed divine feminine, right? So I mean, my divine feminine allowed me to what? Sit in a room and cry. And that's how my destroyed divine feminine. And it has no reflect on anybody else. It's inside myself. And as a Cancer, generally, you don't see too many you don't see any like Lou Ferrigno style Cancers. You don't see like pumping iron, right? You don't see a lot of Cancers running around. We're not big sports guys. You don't see hey, Super Bowl winner. It doesn't generally happen. Actors and actresses, maybe you see a lot of us from July, right? But generally speaking, you don't see. Yeah, exactly. We're the nurturing side of the universe, and even as a masculine, born in a masculine frame, a lot of you guys could be a divine masculine, even in a feminine frame. It all depends, right? Exactly there, and so favor, but yeah. So stand in that frame today and be the queen that you are. Be whom you are looking for, right? Be the divine feminine in action, and of course, as a Cancer. Cancers are lovers and nurture. Exactly. Somebody has to do it. Basically, Cancers eat the emotions of the planet. And it's just what it is. We don't try, but it's just kind of what happens, right? That we are the somebody has to hold up, so to speak, like be the flow. That's us. Purple Christine, good dawning. Lindsay, good dawning. I think I saw Peaches in there as well. We love you, Linda. Butterfly readings from Linda. And so yeah, let's see what we get. This is the Light Master, Light Workers, the divine deck from Archangel Raphael. It's my favorite deck now, pretty much. And this is the one that came from Trista, and came from, here we go, that deck. And it came from Kelly Kaladny of the Archangel Raphael channel. Yeah. All right. My north node and my fourth house. There you go. Going some hair. Ooh, here we go. Hair, guys. My head itches. There we go. That background. Oh, Laura. Mary wins. Good done it. All right, so let's see what we've got here from Shuffle. Shuffleophagus. All right. One more shuffle here. I am home. All righty. So hopefully everybody has amazing weekend plans. We're going to ground in with the I am today. So we're going to walk with our chest held high. We're not going to feel that we are not worthy, right? The less you feel worthy, the more, like for myself, I'm an easy example. How's Josh doing today? Let's make him walk, right? Is he walking with his head held high? He's good. Is he walking with his chest out, so to speak? Not like in an ego way, just knowing who he is, right? Then I'm good. But if I'm walking with my head held even halfway down, then I'm already slung in the lower energies. And Clint, good dawning, beautiful brother. Yeah, so if I'm walking with my head held down, then that's a whole different story, right? Am I kicking rocks, right? If I'm kicking rocks, then what's kicking around inside me? You can see a lot of people by their body posture. You can tell a lot of how people, if you know them, and just don't judge people, but if you know them, know their energetics, you can probably tell a lot more than you think, but just by looking at their body posture, how they're walking, how they're carrying themselves himself, herself, themselves that day, right? Are they, you got it. How are you dressed? Are you wearing all black? What's going on? Are you trying to be in a funeral or Johnny Cash style or what? Or are you, right, maybe, or are you wearing bright colors, right? It's really, that you can see a lot in what's going on in somebody. We're not judging, but and how they carry themselves in their own energies. Keep battling those lashes, Clint. You just called me. No, not like that. Like your soul, brother. You're a good guy. Like not in that aspect. No, Clint's a good soul. He's if you haven't watched Clint, he's an amazing guy. And no, he's a guy's guy. But Clint can fix stuff and he can hunt. So that's two definitions of divine masculine right there. Can you fix something? If you have natural inclinations to fix stuff, then you're already in some form of living divine masculine, right? If you have a natural inclination to put hook into water and to sit under a tree, then you are divine masculine is already in action, and that's what I'm talking about. Clint is a lot of healed divine masculine. So there's an opposite. You can look at me, and I'm broken divine feminine, and just once a divine feminine heals, then you step into divine masculine, right? So that's where I started from. But Clint looks like he's all divine, healed divine masculine. There we go. All right, so let's cut the cards from Archangel Raphael and see what we've got here. Amanda Lindsay. Men have better lashes because they don't use mascara. I haven't told my lashes. Ooh, there we go. I've had somebody ask me that once. Do I use? No, but yeah, I don't know. No mascara. I don't know. How do you guys do that? Because if you get mascara, like poison near your eyes. I mean, I'd be scared like to get mascara in my eyes. It's gonna burn and stuff. Yeah, I'll let you know something close. So far, not to hunt this year. Maybe never again. Oh, Clint, favor. And I respect that and solely understand that the favor there. For sure. That's awesome. I know we don't come to these decisions lightly, but the big hugs there in that aspect. All right, so let's see what we got from Archangel Raphael. And speaking of Archangel Raphael, he showed up at work 2 days ago. I literally like knocked on this car window and they went nuts and I'm like, well, you can't park your gas guzzler in an EV spot unless you want a $300 ticket, right? So you can't park a car in Colorado. If you park a car in an EV spot, it's a $300 ticket, and then generally they'll tow you away, right? Because EV spots are, you know how it was back just a few years ago where EV was going to be everything, right? Not anymore. I just saw the new Toyota Supra and 450 horsepower, 500 horsepower, 8-speed, 6-speed manual transmission. Yeah, the new Celica Supra. I guess they're combining the two, and it's going to be some sort of Toyota supercar. It looks amazing. So yeah, glad to see those kind of cars coming back, for sure. But not to buy one right away. But yeah, right. So yeah, you see, so as I was parking, knocking on this window and came back after getting yelled at from somebody who parked their minivan in a EV spot, the car came by with the Archangel Raphael with Raphael license plate, and of course Colorado plates are green, so the writing's in green. So I was like, oh look, Raphael's coming in. Tell me to chill out. All right, so let's see what we get from the cards here. Bottom card as the energy for today, slam, and then the top three cards, un, dos, and tres, from the deck as far as how to obtain said energetics. All right, here F we go. All right, so today's card is we've got this card before, and I don't feel like I'm connected, but I have no idea. But we'll take the bottom half of it as what we're looking at here, not specifically that you are or are not from there. Um, that's up to you, and that could be the Bimini Road, right? We know what the Bimini Road is off of Florida, underneath the water, near the, right. That could be where Atlantis is. People have guessed and speculated the Bimini Road there, if it was. But Atlantis, seek deeper understanding. So that's what we're going to take from this card here is the seeking of deeper understandings. It's not the disappearance of Atlantis, although it could be the disappearance of your karmic self. You could sync that and seek a deeper understanding. So what do you want to sync about yourself, maybe? Or energetics that you're not happy with that you want to sync, right? All right, so the next card is, ooh, here we go, the Lyrian. So Sekhmet's coming through. The Lion's Gate, right? So it's asking us to activate your cosmic gifts, whatever that is for you. I think when I channel, I'm doing so, but I have no idea. Activating your cosmic gifts, what are they? So if you seek a deeper understanding and on yourself and what have you, then if your deeper understanding will lead to you activating what? Your cosmic gifts, right? Generally, that's how these things work, right? Can't have a lesser understanding. I'm have a lesser understanding and then activate something. It doesn't generally. All right. Starseed origin. And we're not asking you to find your starseed origin. You can do that. You can spin that. You can spin that universe until the cows come home and still be sitting in the same chair, right? Creating nothing on planet Earth, except that you might have an idea, or you might not have an idea, or you might think, but then still be totally off as to your starseed origin, right? We don't. I played that for a minute. I don't really care where I'm from. As far as the starseed origin, I'm not here to chase that. I'm here to create a universe on planet Earth, right? So whatever your starseed origin is, great. You can tell me whatever, and I'm going to look at you and see you as you, nonetheless, right? And so know that you are not alone. And no, you're all from somewhere else, but are you grounding into the fact that you're on planet Earth and actually trying to create a universe? Are you? If you're here, you're put here with what? Purpose, right? And so the purpose, yeah, you can take 20 minutes to figure out maybe you're Illyrian or what have you. I've been told I'm from Sirius B, Sirius C, Sirius B, and so that's and I've had that twice. But you know what that's done? Nothing. It told me to ground into my universe here and keep it moving forward, right? Let's be honest. So having that energy, that's great. But at the same time, if you're spending a lot of time trying to figure out your starseed origin, while you have bills to pay, while you have kids to feed, and you have a universe that's spinning behind you, that's not where you want it. I'll leave it up to you what you choose to do, but knowing your starseed origin will not pay the bill. Kathleen Kundra. So disturbing. Do you know a prayer that is powerful and effective for the animals? A prayer for the animals? What do you mean by a prayer for the animals? The animals do better than us. They know what they're doing. They're programmed. Their DNA is programmed to survive out there. Ours is programmed to. A lot of ways, our DNA gets reprogrammed to what? Well, we reprogram ourselves to tear ourselves down. You know, we'd never see a lion be like, or a bear be like, I'm just not hungry today karmically, and I'm just feeling a little out of my frame as a bear. So I'm just gonna go and sit here and ponder by the falls, right? It just doesn't happen. The bear's gonna get up and go chomp on what it needs, right? It's programmed that way. The way better than us, they're not seeing their karmic selves, right? Josh, please read the previous message I sent. I can do that. Is there something behind that? Oh, there we go. Greetings, Josh. I have been extremely depressed because I read an article about a federally protected animal that was met a horrible demise. I don't want to see it anymore than that because it is. Well, yeah, I mean, we could go. Let's all go back to the whole. Remember the spotted owl? Remember all the stuff we did for these the spotted owl. Everybody knows the spotted owl, right? And yeah. So I mean, I certainly. I understand, but from my end, I mean, I can't ground myself in all the tragedies that happen on this planet. Everything happens as it kind of is meant to. But I saw a pheasant for the first time. Oh, New York Depths, how awesome! Starseed origin. So again, are you looking for your starseed origin, or are you, or are you realizing you're originally starseed and you're here with all the original starseeds, right? Because we're all the Earth is just really like the United States was the idea of everybody being on Earth in one country, right? And just homogenized, right? And so, but the Earth is just the United States larger theoretically. It's just homogenized. We're all alien in some fashion, right? There's no, are you really from? No, nobody's really from planet Earth, but you're an energy that's here, right? You're a human that's trying to be. And so, if you're trying to be a Lyrian or anything else, maybe you are part Lyrian. It's good to maybe figure that out for like 5 seconds, but standing in the fact that you're a human who is being is more important because that's why you're here, right? Is to experience that. Letting go is hard, but if we don't, we'll drown with the weight of it. Yeah, I learned that one. Attachments. Oh, Jesus. Um, yeah, that's one of my. That's like the neon signs. What neon signs of change do you see in your universe? Attachments. All right, golden disc. So no, we're not playing frisbee golf and the golden disc. And this isn't Tron where we're drinking from the disc in the river of life, right? Um, disentangle. There you go. Attachments. Disentangle relationships. There we go. So, what are you entangled with? That's the other question we have with you. What are you entangling in your ling a ling a ling? Right, my ding a ling. In your universe, what are you exactly attaching to? So let's see what we've got. Let's break this all down. Right? Break it down to Atlantis. And again, could that be where Bimini Road is? If you know that the divers found that Bimini that brick road underneath the seabed between Bahamas nearly and Florida, like off a key in Florida, between the Florida and the Bahamas. That Bimini Road is quite possible. And then so yeah, so Hotlantis, not like Hotlanta. Seek a deeper understanding. So that's you, right? So you needed. What are you needing to understand? And what? Maybe your cosmic gifts, right? Maybe your starseed origin. And we're not seeing that. Know that you are not alone is all that you really need to know. Again, are you spending days going around in circles about your starseed origin? If you are, then that's not why you're on planet Earth. You're on planet Earth because you're a human that's being, right? And so it doesn't matter to an extent. You could sit here and say I have these traits, but really we're all just guessing in the first place as far as all that goes. Till you know, you don't know. And I could sit here and say, I've been told I'm from Sirius B by a dozen people, but who knows? But really I'm from source, right? I'm the energy of the all, right? And so that's really where I'm from. Golden disc. So disentangle relationships. So activate your cosmic gifts, knowing that you're not alone, and then disentangle what you're entangled. There's an entanglement that you got into that you need to disentangle. My dingling, my dingling. All right, here we go. So we can all you and Chuck Berry, my dingling. I think that's who sung it. Was Chuck, but yeah. So Chuck Berry. That's what I thought. So yeah. All right, the clairaudience continues, right? So what are your gifts? Mine's clairaudience. So every time somebody says something, I can relate it to a song. There's 24/7. It's like the jukebox that never stops in my head, right? And there goes a song trying to play through right now. Good Dunning and Spree, welcome. Big Dad, we haven't seen you specifically in the chat in a minute. Nice to see you, Neil. How's your universe there, brother? It's nice to see you. Love you, man. We're gonna do a man show one day. Hey, Clint, we'll do a man. We'll do the man show. Not we're talking about like Adam Carolla, man show, right? Remember the man show? And yeah, we're not gonna go there. The most sexist shows on television, the man show. Well, there's probably Benny Hill might have been worse. Right? Everyone watched Benny Hill with the women in the bras running around chasing Benny Hill in circles in England. But yeah, then the man show you had the girls on trampolines, right? But no, we can take the best of the man show, like working on your divine masculine. There we go. There's a show. You don't see too many people. Actually, that's not a bad idea, Clint. If you're down, I'm actually kind of proposing an idea. The fixing the divine masculine show, right? You see a lot about the divine feminine, but us poor guys who and gals, because you got to get up and move your universe, and that's stepping into your divine masculine. So I don't want to hear. So yeah, so maybe we'll do the divine masculine show. I don't know. That's an idea there, Clint. Um, Blunt and bourbon for me. There you go. Oh, there you go. The the blunt, but you got to dip the blunt into the bourbon, right, and then let it dry out. Then you get that bourbon blunt. If you're down to that, coming back, yeah, and that's really what it's all about. Unless it's the hokey pokey, right? It's otherwise it's fixing the. Maybe I'm serious. It's a heart attack when I say that. We'll get to the pearly gates, and I'm like, dude, when you die, you'll get over. You'll be like your ancestors will be like, did you do the hokey pokey? Like, no, we told you that's what it was all about, right? But no, but yeah, no, really, it's about merging yourself, the twin flame, right? Divine masculine, feminine, and well, quadruple flame source, right? Which is all the same energy. Rolling that up into creating a loving, living universe. Krista, we love you from Germany. They're blindly inspired. Krista, if you don't know Krista is, she's amazing. And tag her channel there at Blindly Inspired if you want to learn all about Vedic stuff. If you want to just hang out with her and PG, which is always fun. And of course, Krista is amazing when it comes. If you have any questions about feng shui, please get a hold of Krista. You can always email her. It's attached to her channel. And you can always get a hold of Krista if you have questions. If you're redecorating your house, talk to Krista because she'll help you to move things in a flowy manner. Right? She wrote the book on feng shui. And if you go backwards on the lives on my channel about a year and a half ago, we were live on Sunday nights. It's amazing how far. You don't think your universe changes. This Sunday night I will be at the Sunday. I'll be at the Broncos Cowboys game and working on the deck outside. Whatever they have me doing, but no alcohol in my weed. LOL. Yeah, that's a big thing around here. They're mixing THC with very weak beers. I don't know. I don't. But I mean, you could just get a 6-pack and smoke a joint if you wanted to do that. But just remember, do the weed first, and then so you don't get sick, right? What is it? Weed before wine, and you're divine, and wine before weed, and yeah, exactly. So make sure you smoke first, then drink if you want to get crossfaded, right? There you go. They call crossfaded. Don't drink first and then smoke, or you'll green out. But if you're drunk and then you smoke, then you get green out and then you get sick. But if you're speaking of me and Jimena, firing back up, but. We're going back to broadcasting from both our channels with it instead of all right, the experiment channel is kaput. So according to Clint, speaking of .me, and Jimena was talking about the experiment firing back up. But if we do, we're going back to broadcasting from both our channels with it instead of the experiment channel. Oh, I kind of like the one channel, but I understand. So now we got to flip-flop through the chat. So if you're watching Clint and Jimena live from now on the experiment, make sure to say hi in both chats. The chats merge when they're watching it, but half your friends could be on the other side of the in Jimena's chat, or half your friends could be over in Clint's chat, and they won't know you're there unless Clint or Jimena puts it up on the screen. So there you go. So yeah, that's why I like the other side. It's just so everybody could be together in one. Unity, right? There you go. But it makes a lot of sense on your end, I'm sure. So yeah. So when we watch, keep that all in the mind of. There we go. All right, guys. PLR, good timing. All right, so let's work with the I am, and I got the old Smith. Here you go. Is it going to come into focus? Probably not. Smith. Here you go. Manly stuff, right? We're gonna do manly stuff today. Smith and Wesson tactical pen, manly stuff, right? I worked in a place that didn't back when office things were like kind of crazy, and so I've had this for like a decade, 2 decades. Tactical pen, right? What is a tactical pen, you ask? It's a pen that has a point, right? And so there you go. This is a Smith and Wesson, no less. Tactical pen. I don't really carry anything tactical anymore. Or tactical, right? But if you needed to, the idea is if you needed to, but no. But works as a pen as just as well. And so so from your end, yeah, we trust our universe, so we don't need those things. But drugs are not safe anymore. You should never take anything these days. For people just died. Four people. Yeah, well, yeah, generally. I mean, unless you're buying weed from a shop or something, I don't disagree. You're gonna dance safe if you really want to do something crazy, right? I mean, and we know these things. DanceSafe.org. Dance safe. Go to Dance Safe, and $20 you can buy kits if you really need to. If you're doing those kind of drugs, and you really need to test your drugs. Go to Dance Safe, and you can test your drug. We know that from work, but testing your drugs, right? Like lots of concerts, it gets a little crazy. But agreed nonetheless. But if you have to do something, make sure it does not contain fentanyl. Yeah, but generally weed does not. So if you're smoking weed and you know the guy, you're generally probably okay. Or your favorite dispensary, right? If you go to your local dispensary to purchase the said cannabis, then there you go. But otherwise, cannabis. But how close are you? I can't type if anyone feels compelled. Peace, guys. All right. So let's work with the I am. So today is Saturn Day. I am going to what today? I am going to work, right? I am going to have the greatest day I've ever had. I am trusting in my flow. I'm trusting in my universe. I'm grateful for what comes into my frame. I am the awesomeness I am looking for, and I am loving, living, and joyful, right? So what are you doing today? What's your day look like? Frame out your day. Take a moment, guys. We're going to do a little exercise. Ejercicio, right? One exercise here, guys. No, it's not push-ups or sit-ups. Although everybody, let's we had to do push-ups and sit-ups. So that'd be fun. But all right, so here we go. We are going to breathe. All right. Hopefully you're breathing all the time. Not no passing out on good dawning here. And so keep breathing whatever you do autonomically, or if you're breathing with cause there, like 4-4-4 all the time, like me. Generally, I'm trying to be 4-4-4 because if I'm just breathing, then I'm centered and I'm not doing anything. I'm just breathing. Whatever else I'm doing is gonna happen anyways, right? Spin around me. But yeah, it's different now. All right, so take a deep breath in with me if you would. Hold it and release. I do that because I like to clear the energies, like pushing. I do a lot of hand movement stuff, but it's like clearing energies, pushing energies away, what have you. So take another deep breath in and release. And finally, one more. Breathe in and release. So what are you doing today? And can you combine what you're doing today with the I am? So what are your plans for the day if you're out if you're going to Sam's Club, right? And so I am finding all the values that Sam has to offer me. I am the greatest shopper at Sam's Club, right? I am the bargain hunter I am looking for. So you got to go grocery shopping today. I am grateful that my staples are on sale, right? You're presetting your universe up, right? You are the energy. You're creating it. You're standing in this toroidal field. So whatever you're stating and you hold in frame and you really believe, you're going to bounce out. It's going to bounce out of you and start showing in the material, right? Katie, when I ask mom and child with mixed emotions and sorry if just plain Jane with better light and love, aka grown correctly. It's simple to have and known what they are not and free mostly. Awesome, Kay. Um, Shelly, it's only way to go with weed these days. There's too much put in other things. Darn fentanyl. Um, yeah, but then I just watched this video about how the Chinese are with. I don't even need to. Yeah, if you smoke weed, just make sure it's like you know your source. There you go. Or if you smoke, if you're 420, but in Colorado it's easy. You just buy the the brands you buy, and then you're good. I'm going to be light at a 50th anniversary party. New York Depths. That's awesome. 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 Bringing that light. There you go. Lindsay, are you in Ohio now? So Ohio. Really, if you're in Ohio, there's a few of us in Ohio. Um, my mother's in Ohio. She lives directly across the street from the vice president. He doesn't really live there, but he's from Middletown, Ohio. And if you really want to know the joke, we call it Middletown, Ohio, right? So it's middle between Dayton and Kentucky, or Dayton, Ohio, and Cincinnati, Ohio, right? But we call it Middle Tucky, right? And we're gonna leave it alone. Right over the border of Cincinnati is Kentucky, like literally south. The next city, right, if you just go over the bridge, you're in Kentucky. So I used to live in Kentucky instead of Ohio, but still Cincinnati area, right? As you can live in Indiana and still be in the Cincinnati area. It's a tri-state area, right? And so, but if you live in Middletown. It's Middletown. We're just going to leave it at that. We call it Middle Tucky for a reason. So your vice president is from Middle Tucky. And yeah, it's directly across the street from mi madre, which is always not literally, but when he's in town, he doesn't go to his house there in Middletown, which is still his, but he goes to the house that is owned by the Democratic Party in Cincinnati, Ohio. Directly across the street from my mother's, which is always fun with the drones in the air and all the time. There's a place that you only want to bring your store-bought cannabis down that street because, yeah, they probably won't care. But if you got to get patted down, if you're gonna get checked, if they make you pull out of the car, if he's in town, and you're rolling the dice on that one when the FBI and the Secret Service are let's you turn up your pockets and then running the dog into your car, right? Generally, it's just a bomb sniffing dog, but still nonetheless. All right, so take another deep breath with me. And release. All right, so the I am. What are we doing today? What does your weekend look like? So take a moment and merge your day with the I am. Create a couple of statements. I want you to see you guys create a couple of I am statements based on the plans you have today or the plans you don't have, right? Whatever you are doing today, what are you going to be doing? Maybe where are you or are you not going today? You know, you know your universe. I don't. I'm going to work, leaving for work about 2ish. And so yeah, otherwise, I'm not sure. I got a few things I'll probably be doing between now and then for sure to slip up some time. But I'm trying to move away from California to Arizona. Too much evil vibrations, crazy drivers, DUI. Newsom gives money away to all the wrong people and organizations. Also, some talk of massive earthquake. I don't blame you, and Spree, the energies that float around California there. Outside of Scotty Boy, and of course, we know Shelly and Neil. The state's energy, we're not talking about people. There's some of my favorite people are in California. But what I'm not saying, the energies of California are quite interesting. And why you're still paying close to $4 a gallon or more for gas is beyond me. But just bend over when you pump your gas, right? Because they seem, we're protecting they're lining their pockets. Anytime somebody tells you they're protecting their environment or that, no, they're just finding a way to take more money from you, right? Like here in Boulder. Oh yeah, we're doing this to help you. There's a tax on anything that has sugar in it. Anything. So you could buy a box of cereal, right? So you could buy a box of Trix at the grocery store. You're going to pay 12%. Why? Because they're adding a tax on, I think it's 12%. They're adding a tax on top of that for just the sugar. Why? To make you stop? No, it's not going to make you stop eating sugar. No, you can just go down, you can just flip out of the county, and it's only take you 10 minutes. Flip out of the county, go buy your groceries somewhere else. They'll be cheaper anyways because the tax is lower if they tax anything, right? But no, there's no sugar tax anywhere else. It's just about money. Guys, do realize that all these nanny programs, all these things aren't really about helping you. Yeah, we're going to help the environment. No, they're not. They're by charging you $1 more for gas than anywhere else in the state. We're going to help you with no, they're not. They're just lining their pockets, guys. And then they complain about not having money. We're going to help you by keeping you from being obese, by taxing everything that has sugar in it. Every single thing. Well, that's generally everything. That's just a backdoor way to put taxes on food. So yeah, you go to the grocery store, and if it has sugar in the ingredients, generally speaking, it's going to pull up the tax, right? And so yeah, you get the idea. So can you start to see through these things, right? We're going to tax for a green initiative. No, we're not. What they're saying is we're getting ready to make you not drive your cars around, right? That's not what yeah. We're going to raise the taxes so that we can clean up the fossil fuels, right? No, that's what we're saying is we're not going to let your car drive around here at some point shortly. That's what they're doing inside Boulder, is working to eliminate all the non-gas or the gasoline cars from the inside of the city, right? At some point. So yeah, no, these things aren't. They're not doing these things to help you, and they're not doing these things to help them. It's all about lining pockets, right? Generally speaking, lining the government's pockets, and then they cry poverty on top of that. And of course, if you had no idea, and maybe you do now, if you ever pay for a ticket, generally speaking, the tickets don't go anywhere but to the police. If you pay for a ticket, like it's $300 for a speeding ticket, yeah, that's how much they are out here. $300 for a 10-mile over speeding ticket. So if you get a speeding ticket for 10 miles over and it's $300, then generally speaking, the money doesn't go to the police. It's not like going to fund a new computer. It goes to the Police Benevolent Association, right? You know that, right? So it goes to buy whatever the Christmas party. It goes to buy snacks but yeah, it does not go to, right, generally speaking. Now, some cities are different, but yeah, generally speaking, it goes to the police benevolent association when you pay for a ticket. So none of this is even real. It's all everything that you generally see is right. So look exactly. So hold that thought, but nonetheless, I live when that happens. Like, wow, you have to pay money for soda containers, etc. Tickets are now tickets. $600 in California, $600 for a ticket wouldn't surprise me. Here in Colorado, if you get a ticket, any ticket, parking ticket, speeding ticket, any point, 1 point equals an extra automatic $100 a month on your auto insurance during collusion. So if you get a ticket, then the insurance company says, cool, we can charge you, if it's 3 points, $300 more a month for your insurance for an entire year. Oh, wow. So yeah, not only do you just pay it once, you pay it. Yeah, exactly. So 4 points equals $400. So if you get in any accident, any speeding here starts at 4 points, right? Every ticket starts at 4 points here in Colorado. Four out of your 8 points, right? And so 4 points equals 400. You imagine that? How fast are you going? 1 mile over the speed limit. There's your ticket. It's 4 points. You could usually negotiate it down to two, even 2 points. That's $200 a month. So you have to pay exactly $2,400 a month in additional insurance because you got a ticket for like a mile over. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, that's exactly. So yeah, things have definitely shifted. I remember speaking to it was like $75, and it's just like, have a nice day. No, not anymore. Yeah, you get a call from your insurance company. Hey, we got word that you got a ticket, and we're raising your insurance for an entire year, or even canceling it. I've heard that too now. People getting canceled for one ticket. Well, you got 4 points, so we're canceling your insurance. Well, now you have no insurance, so your license is immediately suspended, right? And your tags are suspended, and then you try to go get insurance, and it's like 85 times more. Craziness. All right, what do we got there? I'm gas all the way. I'll never get. I would get an electric car. Do not get me wrong. That's just dumb. What happens when you die on the side of the highway? Seen it. And well, the new deal was it Toyota or Honda? It was a Volkswagen. You just can't keep up anymore. 10-minute charge over 1,000 miles on a 10-minute charge on a solid state battery, and so yeah, that I would consider on an EV. You can give me a charge. You can charge me in 10 minutes lickety split, and I can get over 1,000 miles of driving. I'm disco. That's like 2.5 tanks of gas, generally for most cars. So with a 10-minute charge from any EV stick, all right, that I will give you. I will drive cross country in that car. But yeah, the current EVs, absolutely not there, Neil. Not at all. I'll take that Toyota Supra, the Camry, or the Toyota Celica Supra combo goes with 500 horsepower and a 6-speed manual. That's the car, right? Exactly. I drove 5 years for 5 years. Insurance? Oh, favor or license or wait, Tina, favor there. You can't do it here. Well, they send it to the DMV and then you get a thing that your license. Your tags have been suspended, so you drive around. And with the flock cameras, right? You know what flock is, right? Those are the facial recognition, license plate reading cameras that also work with Interpol and everything else. And this, yeah, you know those cameras that are all over. There's thousands of them in Boulder County, hundreds of them, I should say, in Boulder County. You can drive through Boulder in an hour, get like over 100 pictures of you taken. So yeah, so you can't get very far with a flock camera system. And in Denver, the citizens are fighting it, but the government wants to put flock cameras on every corner. Basically, AI track you everywhere you walk. But yeah, so you can't get away with that. Here, they'll see your license plate suspended, go right back to the database. And 30 seconds later, you'd have you'd have the 6 up right behind you. You're like, what's up? 6 up behind you. All right. So yeah, the average person gets pictures taken 30 to 40 times per outing. This is absolutely true. Did you know that? Yeah, we're not here to be that channel, but at the same time, we gotta realize the net. Right, the big net. They're casting, right? What do you think? 5G, 6G. T-Mobile shutting down its 4G to just cast a larger 5G net. I've never but once switched my phone from 4G to 5G, and so yeah, that kind of terrifies me actually because I've never used a 5G network. I have to go through those body changes, right? Remember when Spanish flu, FM radio came out, right? We're just leaving things alone here, but humans getting used to things, right? We have our thoughts about what the Ovid and the 5G, right? There's a couple thoughts about Ovid and the 5G. That just sounds like a book. Ovid and the or band, right? What do you like? Ovid and the 5G. But we're not going to put the other letter there. But Yeah, the Al Gore still takes the rhythm away from you if you say the whole word, right? You get the deep dive, deep sixth into the Al Gore's rhythm, and so that's not going to work. Not to mention you're riding in a bubble, an EMF bubble. That's the thing, Lakeside. Yes, thank you. Lakeside hit the bubble in the proverbial head there, right? So if you are driving a EV, yeah, you're sitting in an unregistered electromagnetic field. So you do that for 20 years straight. See what happens to your cellular structure. I leave that alone, but you hit the nail. Lakeside hit the nail on my head as to why. And I've never actually been in an EV car. Nobody I know is. I've never, never, except for a Toyota Prius, and that's only once. I've never, ever been in a car that is EV. Just never happened. Like I've never been in a Corvette. Well, that's not true. I've been in a '56 Corvette. I got to drive it, but never not a modern day Corvette or anything. But yeah, the only Corvette I've ever been in was an old school 19 like original Corvette, first year. I survived long, flew in '68 in Woodstock. '69 I was seven. Took a month. Woodstock. You went. Wait, New York Debs went to Woodstock. I forgot about that. She was a youngster at Woodstock. So how awesome is that? My dad's friends with dated Max Yasgur's third cousin. So there we go. But not any, she didn't say that she hung out with Max Yasgur or anybody, but her third cousin, um, his third cousin. Yeah, they have wind turbines here. After a few years, they bury them. It's just for looks. The wind turbines? No, the wind turbines are a mess. They cause spirals into the atmosphere that, yeah. I guess we don't like birds very well on this planet. I'm going to leave that alone. But we don't like migratory birds, and we don't like letting them get to where they need to go between all the EMF we're shooting off and all the wind farms. If you're a bird and you come into a wind farm, it's like going into holy hell. Torturous energies, right? Because it's going to throw off your the bird's natural location. The wind's going like this and twisting, and they got to fly into it. And a lot of birds just drop from the sky, but we don't need to go there. Oh, don't even get me started on those ugly wind. You know they make those here in Colorado. They're made down the street from me, so we can see trains. And I do on the weekly, generally not weekly, but yeah, about a couple times a month. There we go. I'll see a train with the wind turbines are made here in Colorado, in my town, in Boulder County, and so they have these gigantic train. They have to put them on. They don't even put them on cars. It's so weird. It's like a half a car with wheels up front, and then there's the turbine, right? And then on the back there's another little car, and so it rests in between two train cars. And then in the middle of it, there's no wheels. It's just a wind turbine. So it's like a front attachment and a back attachment, and then the train is just full of wind turbine. But yeah, there's a great video on Reed Timmer's channel, the largest F5 ever recorded, and it's like half a mile from these wind turbines, and you're just going. Victor would know this video for sure. It's famous. So yeah, go and you can watch wind turbines just go from the wind. I mean, just fold in half instantaneously, and the tornado's like down the street, but there's still it's enough wind from this gigantic F5. It could be classified as an F6 with multiple vortices too. So that means tornadoes twisting within the tornado. So there's multiple tornadoes within the tornado. It's kind of insane. It looks like a little slice of hell on earth, right? But yeah, it's just whipping the tornado like dominoes. It's Hong Kong Fooey, Hong Kong Fooey. All right, so what are we doing today outside of distracting ourselves from the IO? All right, so there we go. And this is a weekend edition, so we may go a little bit longer here. But to maintain a wind turbine, let alone farm as much as one, see the show, and he summed up the cost expense to run, maintain, and damage done as more energy used. We are set. Yeah. What happened to Tesla? That's what I want to know, right? Tesla had the idea. I mean, if you ask certain physicists, they'll say no, it wouldn't work. But what does Neil deGrasse Tyson know, right? What does he know? But yeah, no, seriously though. Whatever happened? I mean, if we had Tesla's deal, right? There we go. Sit up straight. If we had Tesla's deal, then we may not have all these live wires floating around there. our planet here for absolutely no reason. But nonetheless, just as I had stated, the tachyon generator is real. I saw a video not a video, but a article the other day about pulling, and so are the water boxes, by the way, pulling free electrons from the air and then spinning them in its own magnet in a box, and then you plug in and there's your power, right? So it does exist. Somebody actually was talking about it when he had made in his home. If I can find the article again, you know how these things go. I'll post it. And of course, the next day I saw the same general article of this guy in his water box, right? That you just set down on the table and it just pulls the like 1 point something liters of water out like in like 20 minutes and it just pulls it right out of thin air, right? So yeah, these are the things that we need, but fortunately, Humpty is tough, especially on my Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. But how could the horses put all the king's horses and all the king's men, but the horses can't put anything back together, right? They're horses. What do they know, right? They don't have hands. They have these big hooves, right? They don't have any opposable thumbs, so they can't put anything back together. They don't even have arms, right? I mean, maybe they can count if they slam their hoof down, right? Where's Felicia when we need her? Where's Karma when we need her? But yeah, our horse experts, Felicia and Karma. Horses trigger hope, right? Felicia can train them and Karma can psychically talk to horses. Karma can come up to a horse, and if it's having a bad day, it'll tell her, and she'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you're having a bad day," just like that. It's just crazy. It's amazing. PLR, my grandmother had to move from Montana to Colorado because of her humidity. There's no humidity, yeah, which is awesome out here. I think the highest humidity I saw was like 70% once, and I felt it. It felt great, but it felt weird to actually start to feel your sweat. I have not sweated here. Never let him see a sweat. Come to Colorado, you can take care of that, right? All right, so I am. What are you guys doing this week? What are we doing this weekend? For me, I am going to be at a comedy show tonight at work. I am at the football game tomorrow, and I am taking traffic school somewhere in between here and Monday. Online, so for my little accent thing. Right, we have to go on the 28th, Tuesday, to drop off my traffic paperwork and deal with all of that. But fortunately, as my universe moves here, as the money needs to go out, the money is getting larger. So we're in parity here, and this is amazing. Is your universe in parity, right? So as the money has to flow out, there's enough flowing in that it's larger. And so yeah, I'm grateful. I haven't been in parity in a minute, and so that means you have more coming in than going out. And in this fact, I am grateful, thankful, and beyond. I just look up, and we're gonna get into a few more synchronicities here. I'm gonna do a quick channeling, but yeah, the weekend edition, guys. We're gonna keep this for an hour and a half. And then the regular shows, we're going to try to condense them closer to an hour. But the weekend edition, we can go a little bit longer, right? Exactly. Remember, what was it? Like Entertainment Tonight, right? They had the weekend edition that was always like an hour versus the show, the regular Entertainment Tonight. If you watch Entertainment Tonight, then come here. Let's have a chat. But nonetheless, if you're watching Entertainment Tonight or reading Entertainment Magazine, I swear I'm still here. Hi, Lindsay. All right, so I am. What are you guys doing this weekend? What's your universe look like, and or your multiverse look like? See yourself grounded in it, and create some I am statements for whatever you are doing this weekend. That was the whole intent. So let's take a moment, guys, and ground into the end of the week here, and let's see our week ending, and take a moment from your end here and take a broader picture and see what you are looking into for your weekend, and see what your Saturday and Sunday look like, and where can you add an I am statement. So I am having an amazing day at work. I am having an awesome weekend. I have an amazing football game tomorrow, and I'm grateful that it's very uneventful, right? See, I'm preloading the energies by stating that. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh gosh, I'm working the football game tomorrow. It could be chaotic. It's the Cowboys. It should be fine. The Giants, on the other hand, were quite interesting. Giants fans, yeah, lots of adult temper tantrums. And I had to tell a couple people to pull up their diapers, so to speak. And literally, it was like, your adult temper tantrum doesn't work. Pull up your diapers. Be an adult. And hopefully, you say that next to somebody with their girlfriend or their wife. That's when it works. You don't say it to some guy, you're going to get your face chomped in, right? If they're in a bad spot. But if you say that and they're like with their girlfriend and they're yelling at you, you're like, can you tell him to put his adult pants on and stop the temper tantrum? Generally, you get a good, yeah, what are you doing? Smack or slap in the something, right? And it always generally works. But yeah, so guys, there's ladies. There you go. That's your. So guys, if from my end, I'm seeing it as nice and peaceful. So I am grateful that it's a peaceful game. I am grateful that it's a great weekend, and I am grateful for all the opportunity that's coming in my way. I'm grateful that I have the funds to do whatever I need, and I am grateful for all the awesome people in my frame and my universe. I'm grateful for all of you, and we love. I'm grateful for Angela, even if she can be here. We are grateful that she just the thought of having Angela here. And so, how are you seeing your day? What are you adding to that I am? So take a moment, guys, for yourself. There's nothing I can create for you. I don't know what you're doing today, right? If you're going to the grocery store, and I am walking into all the deals I need, I am seeing the greatest prices ever. Favored, if you are actually. No, that would have been post Ovid probably saw the greatest prices ever. I am finding the greatest deals on the things that I need. There you go. I am not experiencing long lines. I am in and out of the store with everything and all awesomeness in Hershey. Good dawning. Speaking of the store, good dawning, guys. Grateful to all of you and Hershey. Welcome. And if Hershey's there, then it's quite possible Mo might be there as well. Good dawning and grateful to both of you guys, my Florida friends. Right? My fantastic Florida friend. If you haven't seen Hershey's channel, she went live with Friday's Pictures yesterday. She did an unboxing as well, so check that out. And of course, if you need your fix of blue angels, right? And we're not talking blue beings here, but we're the blue angels. But maybe the blue angels and the blue beings, you never know, right? But nonetheless, she lives close. Daily practice, right? So there you go. So check out her shorts, and you can watch the blue angels. Do you get the blue angels to fly over in front of your house? I don't think so. I think not. I don't think you have the Thunderbirds flying in front of your house either, or the Snowbirds if you're in Canada, right? Either way, yeah, that's one of the amazing things on Hershey's channel is the fact that the Blue Angels are live and living on her channel, right? So go check that out. It's pretty nifty. I didn't even realize. I'm like, does she have an air show going on daily? And then I realized that where she's living is right next to their training base. But so yeah, check out the Blue Angel. There you go. Exactly. All right. So, what are you doing in your universe today? Can you add the I am to that? Can you be in the I am? And can you stand in the I am with whatever you are doing today? So, take a moment, guys, and we're going to do I am, and you can load in what you want, fill in the blanks. Choose, it's all a life, right? It's all choose your own adventure, right? Everything that you're doing, everything that I'm doing, it's all choose your. Right. So, today we are on page 50. But you could turn to page 27 and go get breakfast at a restaurant. You could turn to page 33 and go grocery shopping, or I could turn to page 40 and just sit here. So, or 45 and work on my traffic school. So, really, it's up to you're choosing that adventure, but you're also choosing the energetics behind your day by saying, I am, right? By what you're pouring into it. Are you starting off your adventure in broken divine feminine? Then you're going to sit there karmically ripping it apart in your head, right? You're going to find the wrongs in your universe. You're going to find everything that's not going right. And it's going to play in your head. So if you're sitting in your healing divine masculine, then you're going to look into the divine feminine, or your divine feminine. You're going to look into your divine masculine and see what you're creating today and start moving energy forward. So where are you standing? What are you doing? And if you're conversed, then if you're divine masculine, but broken divine, healed divine healed divine feminine, there we go, broken divine masculine, you might try to move forward, but failure to launch, right? You might try to hustle your way through today, do something like that, ignoring your intuition or anything else and just plowing through projects, but maybe finding that they're not getting where you want to be. Krista. So yeah, it all depends. So if you merge the two, but where are you standing today in the I am? So take a moment, guys. I'm going to do a quick Saint Germain. We are grateful that you are here on this Saturn day, right? We are grateful for the weekend edition. We are going to take a little bit of time here to put you into frame, right? You are standing in the frame, but how are you framing yourselves? Are you framing yourselves in your damaged divine feminine or your damaged divine masculine? Are they both damaged, right? Are you framing yourself as broke, right? Maybe you owe a bill, but you do not have the money. So you are framing yourself. How are you? I am broke. You are telling us that you are broke, so we have to adjust your universe to make sure that lie, that what you are stating is not the lie, right? Are you an understanding of what is happening when you say these things? I am feeling, not so well today. You are stating that, so we have to make sure that the circumstances of your day, right, of your universe reflect that you are not doing so well. You are the grand creator of all of this, and you are standing in the frame or not of what you want to create, right? Saint Germain is asking of you today, when you wake up and put your feet gratefully on the ground, how are you saying, I am grateful, thankful that I am alive, I am grateful that I am breathing, and I am grateful to be here, right? You make the energies. If you put your feet on the ground and go, oh crap, another day, and you slam your feet on the ground, what are you expecting as far as energies to be returned to you? If you put your feet on the ground and go, what am I dreading about today? Then the universe is going, what you dread is going to stand in your frame loudly. If you are an understanding, maybe you are not, but that is okay. It is all up to you and how you choose to create or not your loving, living universe. You are the ones who are pushing the energy forward, right? So you choose to stand in karmic old energies, or you stand fresh, new and exciting energies, right? It is all up to you how you choose, right? So the question is, when you are framing out your day today, I'm going to the grocery store, right? We'll just use that as an example. Are you just like, I have to go to the store, this sucks, I don't want to battle the traffic, the parking lot, and the people, I don't want to pay the karmic high prices anymore. You will see all of that if you go to the store. You are centering your attention and energies on that, right? Are you seeing what we are talking about? So you go to the store and you will see only karmic energies. You will see high prices and you will see people in your way, right? Because you are framing it. You have already reframed to see it that way. I am not wanting to deal with. Well, what you don't want to deal with, the universe is going to make you deal with, generally speaking, right? So what we are getting at energetically, you could change that, right? I'm grateful to go to the store. I find everything I need with grace and ease. I find all of my products on sale, gratefully, right? Surprise me. I do not have to deal with long lines. I find the most amazing line. Everything is just smooth sailing. The aisles part their ways for me because I know who I am, right? I am source and I command my energies, right? So you could do that as well. And then you go to the grocery store. You have already preloaded the energies, right? So you walk into the grocery store and you see the I am that you created. I am at peace, right? So you walk into the store feeling good. I am seeing great prices, right? So you walk into the store and you see the amazing low prices for things that you thought would be karmically high, right? You find all of your items on sale and you find that the aisles that you need are not congested, right? So you go down the aisle for the baked good bakery and you find your unbleached, right? Not bleached, but unbleached clean, non-GMO organic flour, right? So you get your flour and you put it in the cart and you find that it's on sale and you went, whoa, and it's already gone from a lower price. It already went down from $8 to $7 and now it's on sale for $5.50. And you have saved a lot of money, right? And that's something you can now buy another product and buy one, get one free, right? Basically speaking, right? You can buy something else and the money that you saved, and it's like spending the same money you would have yesterday for the flour that is now on sale today, right? Are you allowing those things for you in your universe? That is the question Saint Germain is asking of you today when you are out and about. Are you pulling into the store and going, oh crap, there is no parking immediately? And you are driving around and you find no parking, right? Or you pull in and you go, I'm grateful for the parking that is made for me, right? Your universe. Start directing the energies that are spinning around you and you will see better results in your frame, right? Are you going out to eat? Having expectations that it'll be expensive and karmic and nothing that you really want will be on the menu. You are going to your friend's favorite restaurant, whatever it is for you, right? Or are you going out going, I have no expectations. I am grateful for whatever amazing food lands in my lap. I am grateful the restaurant will be amazing. And I am certain we will have a good time. You are the ones creating the energy. So again, what are you spinning and centering in your frame? So Saint Germain is asking of you today to understand that you are the grand creator of the field that you are standing in, right? Is the field negative or positive? How are you aligning the parity of your frame, right? How are you aligning it? Are you aligning it with a positive future? Are you aligning it with things that will help you move forward? Are you aligning your I am in your frame and what you see and how you see it and how you discuss it as positive? Are you standing in your frame going, oh, it's a Saturday, it's going to be a crazy day, right? Everybody is out and about, so I'm just going to sit at home because I am not going to mix my... You can do that as well, right? But then you are walling yourself off. Are you sitting in old energies? You are the grand originator of your universe. Saint Germain keeps saying that because it is all originating based on the energies that you are creating from inside yourself. flowing from inside your heart, right? Flowing from the inside, you are seeing it on the outside. So if you're living in doubt, if you are living in fear, if you're living in anger, if you're living in frustration, if you are living in unworthiness, then that will all create in your frame. If you have just a little bit of I am worthy, a little bit of I can do this, a little bit of it's all good, a little bit of better happens, right? Then you see that in your universe as well. It is all what you are framing out. This is just a grand Xerox machine, so to speak, the copy machine of your energies. What you put out, energetic, comes back, physical, energetic, physical. If you can see that, then you are standing in frame. You are an understanding of where you are, and you are really understanding that chasing around trying to figure out if you are a starseed is only going to bring you more confusion, right? To an extent. You may find that you are, then you have to look this up. It doesn't really matter. What we are getting at is, are you building your universe? Are you standing strong in who you are? It's not about sitting in your house watching 85 videos of what starseed origin you are. You can do that all day long and get to nowhere, right? Your bills will not get paid. You will not be putting food in your belly and you will not be moving forward. Once you figure that out, what has changed? Nothing. It's like knowing the Super Bowl winner the next day. Unless you have put money on it, you are just sitting there. Nothing happened, right? Yay, they won. All right, I have to go to work now. So that's about it, right? So in your universe, are you giving that energy away, right, to the Super Bowl winner? But you are the Super Bowl winner of your universe. Can you see that? So standing strong in your frame today. When you stand the I am, right? Take a moment with Saint Germain. You have to do this on your own. If you choose not to do this, this is fine. It is up to you. You are the ones who are not creating your universe or giving it that kind of I don't care energy, right? The universe understands what you are doing and not, and will act accordingly. This is all literal. Your instructions to the universe are literally your vibration. Period. You can say anything else you want, but your vibration at the center of your car is how you are instructing your universe. What you see around you is almost strictly based off of that vibration alone. So we are asking of you today to help bring that vibration into more alignment, right? To see ourselves. That is why you create the trauma, right? When you are sitting in trauma, then you are getting all these traumatic universes, all these things that are pulling in that are helping you to remind you of your trauma. You see what we are talking about here. So if you're sitting and you're healed, I am healed today. You may not be healed, but I am healed enough today to go out and have an amazing day, right? Boom, let it go. I am healed enough today to to let the universe bring in what they want. I am the healing I am looking for, right? You are creating all of this, so choose wisely what you are saying. If you are saying I am not feeling well, then the universe has to make sure circumstances come into your frame that we are canceling that energy, but you are seeing what we are talking about. I am having trouble at work, right? Well, the universe is going to make sure if you are having trouble, then they're going to make sure you do, right? Seeing into that. Peaches, we are grateful, Linda. We love you. Butterfly readings from Linda. There you go. She's a good soul. Amazing universe, right? So how are you framing out your universe? So take a moment. I am today, right? Fill in the blank. I am all the awesomeness I am looking for. I'm having a great day. I'm grateful for the flow. I'm finding all the deals at the store. I am having fun with my friends. Whatever it is, fill it in. Do not be karmic, though, and say I'm having a crappy day, right? Universe will make sure you do. And you don't want the universe to fulfill that, right? You don't want to say words that the I am cannot cash, right? You heard that before, right? You don't want to say something that your body, right? Karmic words that your body cannot cash, right? Energetically. So do not say things that the I am that you do not want in your universe, right? Your universe is very delicate and will create that based off your energetics if you are not careful, right? What we are hoping you understand is that you are the grand arbiter of all your energies. You are the grand arbiter of the universe that you are sitting in, and you are the I am present. So I am today, right? Fill that in. I am having a blank day, awesome day, right? I am going to create the most amazing day. I am standing in the most awesome energy. I'm talking to the most amazing people. I have the most amazing experiences. I eat the most awesome food, right? So you state this and you create this. Whatever you are stating generally, if you are not karmic about it, then you are standing in frame and you allow, without coming back with backhanded energies like, I am the greatest person ever, right? I am in the greatest universe I've ever created, right? I'm the greatest incarnation I have ever had. There you go, right? So you say that, and you stand in that frame, and you walk like Saturday Night Fever down the street, right? With the energies is what we are getting at, right? Sticking your chest out, looking tall and standing strong. you will see that energy come into your frame and it'll start to grow, right? But if you have a day where you're like, ah, screw this, I am the worst. It is terrible. I am not having I am having a worst universe. Poof, you will flatten. That's the new instructions, right? You create new instructions. So you have superseded the old instructions with new ones to have a crappy universe, right? Then we will start bringing in frame with things that are crappy. You may lose your job. You may open up a bottle of something and it has mold in it, right? That's crappy, right? You just bought it at the store, right? Whatever it is for you, you will find crappy energy, and it'll just keep crappying on you. So favor that you can see that, and favor that you are an understanding that whatever you are, I aming, you are. You are the creator thereof. And there we go. So let's go ahead and do one more I am exercise for you, right? So stand in frame. Hold your thoughts for a moment. I am. Fill in the blanks today. I am. Tonight. I am my universe, and I am to myself. Stand in those frames, fill in those blanks with something amazing, right? And you are the creator, so create it all awesomely. Releasing transmission. All right, it's 10 o'clock. How many people going live here? Apparently 10 a.m. is everybody and their mother likes to go live at 10 a.m. So let's do not disturb. There we go. All right, there we go, guys. All right, so we're going to get ready to start wrapping this up here. So yeah, stand in that I am framed today. There we go. Energy. Stand in that I am framed today. And you're the creator of it. So if you're like, I am sick of this, and it's going to give you more to be sick of, right? I am having an awesome day. It's going to give you more of that. So you are the grand creator. So watch yourself, watch your steps, watch what you say as well. Anything that you throw out tonight, 8 p.m. with Judy in the skies. Dun, dun. That's what you are. Dun, 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 dun. Judy in the skies. So tonight, Linda and Judy in the skies at 8 p.m., which would be 6 p.m. I will be not able to watch. I will be standing outside scanning tickets. But there we go. I am loving. Yes, you are, Christine. You are loving, and I can state that as an absolute. But at least for my universe. All right, guys. So tonight is your night, bro. Tonight. No, we're not watching Twins either, but yes. Tonight, Judy in the skies and Peaches. There you go. Linda will be live. Not Memorax, so bring your questions and expect some answers. There you go. All right, guys. So let's close. Get ready to close this thing out here. We're gonna work with the rainbow fluorite. The softest stone. Do not take a rainbow fluorite and break it over your knee. You could probably break it. I smash it on the table. It'll break right in half. Rainbow fluorite. So be careful if you have rainbow fluorite. If you leave it up and it falls over, it may come back cracked. All right, so energetics, like anything else, works with your permission through the internet here. And so ground into your I am into the into the rainbow fluorite. And thank you guys for being here. I knew you were going to say that maybe I'm psychic, but here you go. Oh, Joshy. All right, so here we go, guys. So what are you wanting to bring into your universe? Rainbow fluorite is for creativity. So you may feel it in your root and sacral chakras here, guys. But otherwise, thank you all for being here. I can't guarantee anything about Monday's show yet. I'm waiting to find out if I'm starting my new job. But as of now, until I hear otherwise, Monday is on. But if not, I'll create a short or a post or both and let you guys know. We will be having Angela back on when she's available later this week, most likely. And we may just have a live with Angela outside of Good Dawning. And again, we don't know what's going to happen. Technically, this new job, would start at 6 a.m. So Good Dawning may be good afternoon or good evening. But we'll take it all as it comes. I'm off Thursday and Friday. So if nothing else, for sure, Thursday and Fridays, we'll go back to Good Dawning, most likely. But otherwise, we play it loose because that's sometimes loose is good, right? That means that there's change and that Grace, amazing Grace. That finally saw your email there. It takes me a few days to generally catch up on my email. Like every third day, I catch up on my email. Second day, but Grace, amazing picture there with you and Trina Phoenix. Wowzers! And again, guys, if you don't know who Trina Phoenix is, please do subscribe to her channel. It's posted. Lakeside posted it, and it's pinned there. But Grace, that was amazing, and you guys look like you knew each other from I'm not gonna say, sometimes you meet somebody and it's just like, wow, wait a minute, and the energies, and it's like you just know. And yeah, so it's like you guys look like you've been friends for years. So absolutely amazing. I am grateful for everything I have and going on in my awesome. Yeah, and amazing, amazing stuff there, Grace. All right, so let's work with the rainbow fluorite on your end, and see what we can create this weekend here, guys. We're all creator beings here, so don't create energies that you're just going to have to sit in and spin your universe. Create energies to get you up off your Hillary Duff and out into your universe. We have all known each other before. Absolutely. We're not strangers. There are reasons for everything. Perspective, yes. All right, here we go, guys. The more you hurt me, the less I cry. See, I'm growing as aware. Perspective has changed. Growth versus denial is huge. Absolutely. All right, let's clean off the fluorite. And here we go, guys. All right, energetics only works with your permission, so I'm going to ask you for permission here. And away we go. All right. And of course, we'll seal this off when we're done. I don't have any music. The crap top laptop, the G and the H no longer work on my laptop. This is like bang on the G to get the key to work, and then the H. I have no idea. So if I'm typing something on the laptop and it needs a G or an H, it's like, but who knows? But here we go, guys. So with your, thank you for. Whew. All right, so what we're doing is breaking up energies in the root and sacral chakras, as generally we're doing, to allow for creative energies to come in. We're poking holes in any dark energies as well that are keeping us stuck in non-creative energies. So first thing we're going to do is pick off all the energetic boogers, so to speak, off our root and sacral chakras. It was an amazing visit, Joshua, Trina. We're the greatest of friends. I bet. We'll talk. That's awesome. Pick. What I'm doing is picking off energies and attachments and things that you may have that are attached to your root and sacral chakras. So as you imagine that, envision your root and sacral chakras, and you can feel this. You may feel this directly. But a lot of us have trauma, unhealed energies, negative thoughts about ourselves, all kind of locked into negative patterns, locked in shadow work, right? Shadow patterns that keep us locked into our root and sacral chakras. And we're not done with shadow work. That's an always deal. As we pick off all those energies that are blocking those root and sacral chakras from us being creative, from us standing in our frame, and from us taking care of our own loving, living universes in some cases, right? It was amazing. That just blows my mind. How awesome is that? That you got to meet Trina. How cool. Trina's an amazing soul. If you have not watched her channel, check her out. Just imagine like a positive R. Wayne, like a really positive R. Wayne Steiger. We'll leave it at that. She's got a knowledge like you wouldn't believe. But all right, as we pull things out, we're pulling out blockages in our root and sacral chakras. We're pulling out any loose childhood trauma, and we're kind of getting it shaken clear from the root and sacral chakras. We'll pull the gunk out. We're pulling out broken friendships and broken connections. And we're getting rid of those broken connections that aren't necessary anymore and wasted energies. Any energies you've wasted time, wasted with, we're clearing the deck off of them, from them. We're clearing their deck from your universe. There we go. And we're standing in our frame, right? So let's clear, pull out any blockages. Survival with cold and also with situation. It needs everything to rise above while in the trauma. So new and LG thing. Trina lives 40 minutes from, oh, geez, oh, peace. Yeah, you guys not only can be, yeah, you guys can be like real friends. How awesome is that? Yeah. So how awesome. Yeah, crazy. You need Trina and Mike. That would be amazing. Survival. All right, so here we go. Clear out. Pull. Scrapey. All right, so what's blocking you today? Take a moment and look into your universe. You know what's blocking you. And generally, it's ourselves, right? So if you're being blocked, let the blocks be cleared with the Fluorite, let the creative juices come back in. We're also going to hit this, we're going to pull up here and work on the throat chakra because that can be blocked, and that's where we can be creative too. So open up your throat. We'll post a link on Discord and in the live chat for you to be, who to be on the show. PG will be live for a Q&A. Grab this amazing opportunity. Oh, cool. All right, pick. So PG will be live when on the show today, I think, with Krista. Generally at 12:30, it's Eastern time. 12:30. Pick. We're almost done here on our end, so we're going to seal this up here in a moment. So on your throat chakra, guys, we're going to pop the throat chakra here. So lift up. That's another place where we're creative, but then we find blocks, big blocks. Winner, chicken dinner. Pick. So what do you got blocking your throat chakra? We're going to pull out energies of people saying we don't want children should be seen and not heard. We're going to pull out energies of I'm not worthy to be heard. Pick. Pull out energies of nobody wants to hear me. That's not true. Pull out energies of I don't have anything good to say. Shaboom. A chicken loaf thing. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Scratchy. It's calling out to you. 111. Nice. All right, so we're clearing out the energies in the throat chakra that are keeping us saying things that are karmic, keeping us from saying that we really want, keeping us from saying that we being the love that we are. Oof. All right, we're going to sweep down the chakras, the crown, down to the third eye, down to the throat, down to the heart, the stomach, and then the sacral and the root chakras. Sweet. All right, guys, we're going to seal this up here. Shoo. Wow. All right, little hand energetics to seal it up. Pull out any gunk. Clean it off. All right, sealed. Hermetically sealed with love. There we go. All right, guys, you may feel that in your root and sacral chakras. You may feel that in your third eye, or generally all over. What we're looking to do there was remove blocks, energetic blocks that are keeping us from standing in our own frame as the I am and creating our universes, right? We need to sing that song in grade 5. We used to sing a song in grade 5. We had the best teacher who played a young guy straight from school, was full of fresh ideas, young and fun. What was the song though? Sing, signs everywhere, sign. Parking up the scenery, taking my time. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the signs, please? But the sign said, long-haired hippie people need not apply. And then, that's a afro, no long-haired hippie. No long hair, but still hippie energies. But, thank you, Joshy. Love you. All right, so let's close this guy's out. Used to bring his guitar in and we sang and danced in our chairs. There you go. Awesome. And there was another one. I forgot now. All right, guys. Grateful. So all of us that are here, thank you. As of now, I will be posting Good Dunning for Monday, but keep in mind, guys, that's fluid. If I get a phone call that I'm anticipating, then that may change. But as of now, it's going to be set. I haven't heard anything until I do, and then we will change it, and it'll be Good Evening with Mr. Floyd, or Good Evening with Josh and family. Mr. Floyd is now integrating into my shadow, so we don't have to hide from myself. I am who I am. Right? I am who I am. And I'm not Popeye the Sailor Man, but I am who I am. And so I stand in my frame as Josh. And so Mr. Floyd is in the shadow side, which is me, right? Mr. Floyd was my shadow. Is now being integrated into the greater frame of me. All of us have that shadow side, right? So who are you in your ego stuff? Your standout side, right? The shadow side, the side that is unseen. Do you have a name for it? I did. It was Mr. Floyd. Love you. I love you guys. Thank you, Robin. Amanda, Grace. Thank you. I did send a reply with a short one, but amazing. And Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, maybe we get Trina on the show. We're gonna talk, Grace. Maybe we can get Trina to come on Good Dawning here and or something to that effect. That would be amazing, and you guys can hear the wisdom of the healed divine feminine from Trina there, and she exudes it too. You can saw it generally if you walk up to somebody, and you can see it. I mean, the most healed I've ever saw was this woman I met in at a storage unit in 2001. I was 21. I had stuff in a 22, 21. We had stuff in a storage bin, Carmen and I, and we went to go pick it out. And there was this woman there from Costa Rica, and she had built a retreat in Costa Rica, and it was like you can just exude that. When you're in the presence of somebody who's like a master healed, yeah, you can tell, and there's no games about it. They're not even thinking about are they in balance with their divine feminine or masculine. They're just the balance they are looking for, right? And she's like, oh no, I'm just here getting some things, visiting family. I'm going back to Costa Rica to run my retreat and live in my light. And I was like, whoa, and it was amazing. Feeling that energy. If you've ever realized, so Trina, I would imagine Trina exudes that energy too. So yeah, and I'm sure some of you guys do too, but I haven't physically met any of you yet. So yeah, so when you meet somebody like that, when you walk into a healed state, and you can just see that they're that divine balance, and that they're just yeah, there is no thought of I am this, or they're just in that they know they just are. Yeah, it's a whole different energy, guys. All right, so let's close this out with a group hug and get this. Also, Ellen Page is Ellen Page. Wait, it's not Ellen Page from here. Ellen Page isn't Ellen Page anymore, though. Isn't Ellen Page like a guy, or didn't they like change names or something? I met her at the health food. So it's a guy now. Ellen Page is like some. Yeah, exactly. From a pregnant movie to being a favor. The day after seeing her in a movie at the theater. Um, the last movie I saw Ellen was it the one where she was pregnant. Um, Juno. There we go, Juno, which is actually a good movie, by the way. But I like humanistic stories, just like basic human story. Interesting because my favorite teacher I thought of yesterday. He's around, Mr. Weather. He's around Mr. Weatherby. Who's Mr. Weatherby? Cool. And Juno is a good movie. But yeah, Ellen Page isn't Ellen anymore. It's still Page, but it's whatever his name is now. Just like the Wachowski sisters, right? There used to be the Wachowski brothers. Now it's the Wachowski sisters. So yeah, your Matrix is right. The Wachowski brothers and now the Wachowski sisters. Flavor. Um, we all know whatever works for you. All right, but yeah, I haven't seen any movies with Ellen Page outside of Juno in a minute, and I don't know if he is now making movies as him or as Ellen Page or Hard Candy. Hard Candy is a messed up movie. Okay, I've never seen Hard Candy. Um, but either way, I didn't even know it existed. But either way, guys, I do have some Lucky Cat. I bought some Lucky Cat hard candies at the Japanese store. They're golden, and then there's like a Lucky Cat, with the arm that goes like this. And so yeah, well, I need luck. I save I save them for luck. Um, all right, guys. So here we go. Let's close out. Left arm up to the person. My fourth grade teacher, Mr. Weatherby. I used to make his coffee in the tea. Ooh, really? Nowadays, that might be considered. You wouldn't be able. That might be considered favorite. Back in the day, we could do all kinds of different things. Like you could stay after school and hang with your teacher. Now it's like, ooh, that's not appropriate. But of course, it's not appropriate now. As I was reading this article, this mother in Maryland, she like dropped her kid in the park, and it was like her house is like 10 houses down or something. She went home, and she's like, "All right, come on home." And then next thing you know, the cops are knocking on her door saying that she abandoned her kid in the park, and that she needs to come with them for child abuse charges. And it's like, what? Her kid's down the street at the park, but yeah, so you can't do that anymore either. Apparently, knowing unaccompanied 12-year-olds at the park anymore, but whatever works on this one favor. So yeah, hopefully she got through all that and is not in jail because she dropped her kid at the park and is unaccompanied under 18-year-old at the park these days. But I don't know. I used to go across the street to the church and shoot not bottle rockets, but Estes bottle rockets off of their big gigantic grassy field by myself. Nobody ever came to cops and roll them like, where are your parents supervising you? And then I could point. The poor kid could have pointed to her house too. She's like, yeah, I'm just down there. Mom's at home. I'm just hanging at the park with her. No. Nope. She's there at the door with the cops. Favorite. All right, so yeah, so let's find better energy. Exactly. So what do you frame it out? You frame it out. All right, guys, let's close out with a group hug. Left arm up to the person to your left. Right arm up to the person to your right. We're going to take energy out of our left hand, and we're going to spin it around. We're going to take our heart chakra out of our left hand here. And again, is your heart chakra here or here? Go on Google and flip yourself out, right? I pledge allegiance to the... Where is it? I pledge allegiance. Yeah, Mandela and his effect. All right, so we take the love out of our left hand and we spin it around into each other. So love comes out of my left hand, my heart chakra, and we're going to spin it around through each and every one of us, through PG, hi PG, and through Lindsay, and through Lakeside, and through Grace, and everybody else, through Hershey, and Mo, and all of you amazing souls out there in the background here. As we spin it around faster and faster, as your heart comes through me and my heart goes through you, they get in sync and they become one bigger heart, like the Large Hadron Collider, right? The atoms come into one big focus. And by the way, the Large Hadron Collider is celebrating the fact that it's ending the year in use. So keep that in mind as the universe may get a little goofier since the LHRC is in operation till December 30th, 31st, or what have you. Either way. So as we spin around faster and faster and faster, we create that one large heart. We take that one large heart that we feel in each and every one of us and connect it like a reverse tornado, ching, to the greater field of source, right? We see everybody in the greater source field today in love and peace, and we see each and all of us in love and peace as well. And we see everybody in the greater source field standing in non-karmic energies today, standing in the balance of the masculine and the feminine, standing in the balance of the I am, and standing in the frame that they understand that they are the creators of their universe. We see each and every one of us and everybody in that greater source field today, creating the universe that we choose. How do we choose that universe? We create that universe by all of our thoughts, by our actions, by what we speak, and by our deeds, right? So it's about what you say and what you do and what you're vibrating inside in your center self. And we see each and everybody vibrating that love, that peace, and that energy that they realize that they are source, that they are the source of their universe, and that they're the ones with their own creative energies that creates their universe, and nobody else is going to come and create their universe for them. And we see each and every one of us standing in that balance of the divine masculine today and the balance of the divine feminine, so that we're walking down the center line, so that as we're thinking, we're doing, and as we're doing, we're feeling as well, in conjunction together to create our loving living universe. We see everybody who is in that balance today creating their amazing universe. And those who are still in traumatic states of either broken divine feminine or divine masculine, may they find that healing that they are looking for in the balance, again, to realize that they are the ones creating. And if you're creating from a broken divine feminine, you're not going to get very far. And if you're trying to hustle through a broken divine masculine, again, you're not going to get that far as well. It takes the two in tango to work together. And everybody seeing that on the planet. We see each and every one of us, of course, in our highest loving light, creating the universes that we choose today, not allowing the universe itself to create for us based on our own karmic energies or energies that we are not choosing to face. We choose today to stand in the light of what we need to, in understanding that by standing in the light of the energies that have been holding us down, we stand in the frame then of the energies that can lift us up just as well. Everything contains its inverse. And so in that aspect, as we release the karmic, as we choose today to release the old energies, as we choose today to release the lies that Scotty Boy we've set up for ourselves, we choose today to release the negative energies that we've been standing in, that we tell ourselves. We choose today to release the lack of vision that we've had for ourselves, where we can't see further than the situations that we're in. And we choose today to reach for stronger energies. We choose today to reach for that future energy, standing in the frame of who we are: love, peace, married divine masculine and divine feminine, creating our universes as the source creator energy that we are on planet Earth today. We see each and every one of us having the most amazing day ever in creation. We see everybody on this planet living their highest life, whatever that is for them. We see each and every one of us having the most amazing day and carrying that energy out throughout the rest of our weekend into next week. With that, we see Mother Gaia, of course, with no X's or O's in the sky. X does not need to mark the satellite photo in your sky. And of course, there's no chemicals. There's no forever chemicals or of course, plastics on Mother Gaia's soil or watchers as well. And we see each of us walking lightly today in conjunction with Mother Gaia, sending her love as she sends love back to us as well. As the stewards that we are supposed to be and are of this wonderful and amazing planet called Earth. All right, guys, with that, we take our tornado of love that we've been spinning up, our reverse tornado, and release it like a bunch of helium balloons into the greater source field. And as it floats up, your heart, my heart, Scotty boy, who's with us, not his heart, and everybody else's heart releases into the greater source field, and we merge our love with the love of everybody else on this planet, and we see everything in the highest loving light. And with that, we say, as we close out, hallelujah. So it is, and so it shall be, guys. All right, guys, you are amazing. I love you all. Scotty, you are amazing. Spamming the channel. Scotty, you can spam this channel anytime. We love you, brother. Awesome. So if you want to join Scotty's porch crew there, just hold that energy for him. All right, guys. All right, guys, thank you all so much for being here on this extended weekend edition of Good Dawning. Next week, we will reschedule with Angela over the week at some point. I cannot guarantee Monday's show, as I don't know. My universe is, and I am grateful to have something to up in the air with, so to speak. And I love you guys, so we will, if you see it posted, there you go. If you don't see it posted, I will create a post or maybe even create a premiere to go at the same time, and we'll give an update as well. But either way, guys, I love you all. I am grateful for each and every one of you, and thank you. And amazing, Grace, that you got to hook up with Trina there, and we will talk. Because yeah, having Trina on this channel could be amazing. Right? Trina's an awesome soul, and yeah. All right, guys, stay awesome. So check out her channel down there. So stay awesome, guys, because you are, and of course, as well, remember everybody else in the family as well. So Krista, who will be live today. Hershey, who may go live or not, but please do subscribe to each and every one of us here on the family, guys. PG. Have a day as amazing as you are, guys, and I will see you all in the next. Thank you for being here. Love you. Thanks, guys. Big huggies.